KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today we do have a 3 in 10 chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly up until about 3 this afternoon. Skies will be partly sunny with a high temperature near 82 degrees and southerly winds be 13 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Tonight we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after midnight. Some of the storms tonight could produce heavy rainfall. Chance of precipitation is 90%, and new rainfall amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch are possible. Our low temperature tonight will be around 45 degrees with southerly winds 10 to 13 miles per hour. Those winds become northwesterly after midnight tonight, and those winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, showers are likely mainly before 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, with a chance of precipitation at 60%. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch are possible tomorrow. We'll be cloudy through mid-morning, then gradually skies will clear, and we should have a high temperature near 59 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 14 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. And for those that really are going to be out early tomorrow morning, you might be aware and need to be aware that the wind chill value will be as low as 39 degrees early tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow night we could have some areas of frost after 4 a.m. with clear skies and low temperature around 35 degrees. Winds be northwesterly 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming westerly after midnight tomorrow night. Winds could gust as high as 21 miles per hour. Sunday we could have some areas of frost before 8 a.m. Otherwise, Sunday will be sunny with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Westerly winds will be 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Skies are forecast to be clear Sunday night, low around 41. Then Monday should be sunny with a high near 74. We expect mostly clear skies Monday night with a low temperature around 48 degrees. Then Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tuesday night, skies will be mostly clear with low around 52. Then will be mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high temperature near 79 degrees. Mostly clear skies are forecasted for Wednesday night, low around 56. And Thursday, we do have a chance of showers on Thursday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 80 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Artificial intelligence is becoming a bigger part of agriculture every year. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. From equipment that practically drives itself to software that recommends when to spray, fertilizer, or plant, the technology promises to help farmers be more efficient and productive. I saw a lot of AI innovation at the recent Commodity Classic. There's no doubt it has the potential to help agriculture tackle some big challenges, but like any new technology, it also comes with risks we shouldn't ignore. One concern I hear from farmers is becoming too dependent on technology. Agriculture has always relied on experience and instincts built over years, sometimes generations. When software starts making more of the decisions, there's a risk those instincts get pushed aside, and technology doesn't always work perfectly. If a system crashes or a signal drops during a critical planting or spraying window, farmers still may have to make the call. Data ownership is a big issue. Many tools collect information like yield maps, soil conditions, and equipment performance. Farmers want to know who controls that data and how it might be used in the future. Cybersecurity is also something agriculture hasn't traditionally worried about, but connected equipment and automated systems could be more vulnerable to disruption. AI will likely play a major role in the future of farming. The key is making sure it remains a tool, not a replacement, for experience and judgment farmers bring to the job every day. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
From sunrise in the fields to late nights in the barn, agriculture never stops, and neither does Brownfield Ag News. Brownfield is your trusted source for what matters most in agriculture: markets, weather, policy, technology, and the voices shaping rural America. We go beyond the headlines, delivering timely, accurate reporting rooted in the realities of farm life. Whether it's breaking news that impacts your bottom line, in-depth interviews with industry leaders, or stories that reflect the heart and grit of rural communities, Brownfield keeps you informed and connected. We understand agriculture and the importance of bringing clarity to complex issues and telling the stories that often go unheard. From local to national, from the field to the capital, Brownfield Ag News is agriculture's voice. Stay informed, stay connected. Brownfield Ag News, where agriculture lives.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates,
the habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
Are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Direct cash cattle trade is active. Cash hogs had no comparison. Hello, I'm Kellen Havikin with your Brownfield Livestock Market Update. Light trades developing in parts of the South at $248, fully steady with yesterday's scattered business. Business also developing in parts of the North with a handful of dress deals purchased by a regional and are set for delivery the week of May 11th, are marked at $386, $2 to $3 lower than yesterday's deals. Box beef is lower with choice 35 cents lower at $381.22 and select 112 lower at $377.36. At the Ogallala Livestock Auction in Nebraska, this week's auction had a large supply of weaned and balling fall calves with some yearling feeders. Some consignments are selling due to recent wildfires and limited feed supplies. Receipts were up on the week but down on the year. Feeder supply included 52% steers with 56% of the offering over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers at 473 pounds brought $567, and steers 651 to 691 pounds brought $459 to $460 with an average price of $459.34. Medium and large one feeder heifers 572 to 592 pounds brought $440 to $460 with an average price of $449.17. Cash hogs had no comparison with light negotiated run. A slow finish to the week isn't a big surprise. Processors had a couple of solid days of business at higher prices, so likely have needed numbers on hand. Supplies of market-ready hogs are ample, so demand remains crucial to the market. There have been some bright spots globally when it comes to demand for U.S. pork, but there are long-term concerns that linger. Domestically, it continues to show some promise, especially as we head into the summer grilling season, and pork is competitively priced protein in the retail space. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct had no comparison but a weighted average of 90.76. No comparison at Iowa, Minnesota, but a 5-day rolling average of 90.35. Western Corn Belt, no comparison, but a 5-day rolling average of 91.28. And the Eastern Corn Belt was not reported due to confidentiality reasons. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $60. At Illinois, slaughter sow prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $47 to $58. Barrows and gilts prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. Boars ranged from $8 to $15 and $5 to $8. And pork values were $3.48 higher at $116. All cuts were higher. I'm Kellen Havikin for Brownfield.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, your health is our commitment. That's why we provide high-quality health coverage at affordable rates to Missourians like you. And unlike other options, you can apply at any time throughout the year. From individual and family plans to dental vision coverage, our plan options are designed to meet your needs. Together we care, together we grow, together we thrive. Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us. Visit us at mofbhealthplans.com and contact your agent today.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements and is being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 34 years, Your Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Curtis Doogie Dale Burrow of Cuba passed away Thursday, April 16th. Memorial services for Doogie Barrow will be at 3 o'clock Sunday, April 19th at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends of Doogie Barrow will also be on Sunday from 1 until service time at 3. And all arrangements for Curtis Doogie Dale Barrow of Cuba are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 34 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. U.S. District Judge Henry E. Autry sentenced a Crawford County man to 170 months in prison for grooming and engaging in illegal sexual contact with a minor on Wednesday. Nathaniel Rod Gibson, age 34, gave the victim a phone and sent her more than 18,996 text messages from March 10th of 2023 to September 6th of 2023 while grooming her with romantic and flirtatious statements. Gibson also told the victim to delete the messages so that her mother would not find them. In June of 2023, Gibson drove the then 13-year-old victim from Missouri to a campground in Arkansas where he engaged in an illegal sex act with her. He also did so at his home in Crawford County. Gibson pleaded guilty in January in the U.S. District Court in St. Louis to one count of travel with the intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct and one count of coercion and enticement of a minor. The Crawford County Sheriff's Office, the Diamond City, Arkansas Police Department, and the FBI investigated the case. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jillian Anderson prosecuted the case. The City of Salem Public Water Supply Annual Water Quality Report for 2025 has been released, and all levels of contaminants found in the water were lower than required by government regulations. The Salem Public Water Supply was cited for one violation. The city was required to report to the state a notice and materials sent to persons served by known or potential service lines containing lead by November 16th of 2024 and certify this to the state of Missouri. The city failed to demonstrate to the state of Missouri that they had delivered annual notifications and information to those affected consumers with lead galvanizing requiring replacement, or lead status known service lines as required by July 12, 2025. Although the failure to comply with the reporting requirement does not create a risk to public health, the city is required to inform residents of this violation and provide additional information, including how the situation was corrected. While the Salem Public Water Supply did not notify the person served as quickly as they should have, the city provided the required notifications to persons served in December of 2024 and June of 2025. They also submitted the certification to the state on July 1st, 2025. As of that date, the City of Salem Public Water Supply System is no longer in violation. If you'd like to see the City of Salem Annual Water Quality Report, a copy can be found at the City of Salem Administration Building at 4th and Iron Streets, at the Salem Water Department office, or at the KSMO Radio studios. The Dent County Commission met for their regular meeting Thursday morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green stated crew members were maintaining and preparing the Durapatcher. Diesel fuel bids for the road department came in with MFA at $3.72, Philmart at $3.99, and County Fuels at $4.09. The bid went to MFA. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported that crew members are planning on putting rock under the low water crossing on County Road 6150. Crew members are also planning on picking up tires, which the Denton County Sheriff's Office informed them of. Several culverts are planned for replacement as well. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported the commissioners and County Clerk Angie Curley attended MAC Legislative Days in Jefferson City, where there was a low turnout for representatives. Curley reported bills are to be improved and that she attended the MAC board meeting Tuesday, where she heard from Trent Watson, the MAC board lobbyist, on ongoing legislative issues. They also heard from Attorney Travis Elliott on issues pertaining to Senate Bill 3 and Senate Bill 190. Collector Shannon Van Kirk reminded those that are 62 and over and own their own home to pick up an application for SB 190 from the collector's office. Applications are available until June 30th. Office hours for the collector are Monday through Friday from 8 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. Contact her office at 573-729-3911 if you have any questions. Meanwhile, commissioners were visited by Great Rivers Engineering's Jeff Banderat for updates on ongoing projects. Banderat shared that currently there has only been one bid received for the TAP sidewalk project surrounding the courthouse and advised the commissioners to reach out to contractors and encourage them to bid. If more bidders have not been received by the time bids are closed, an extension may be requested. Regarding the flap project for County Road 6670 in Montauk, the Ozark Preservation Office has determined that realigning the curve is not possible. That project will need to be revised with a different alignment. Once the alignment is cleared, the commissioners will need to proceed with right-of-way acquisitions from the three landowners. The project is still within the originally budgeted $800,000 confirmed by Banderat, though prices may fluctuate somewhat in the coming months. It is expected that the project will be bid out in late winter and estimations for it to be an early spring construction project next year. Banderat also presented preliminary plans for 3 different crossings with exact reimbursement percentages from FEMA and SEMA unknown at this time. The 3 projects are a low water crossing repair on County Road 5150 over Dry Valley Creek for approximately $26,000, a bridge repair over Spring Creek on County Road 3210 for approximately $67,000, and a proposed bridge on County Road 4210 over Dry Valley Creek for approximately $1.1 million. Derek Marford, Denton County Emergency Management Director, will be updated on the project details to be forwarded to SEMA and FEMA during Monday's Denton County Commissioners meeting. Denton County Health Center's administrator and Salem Memorial Hospital board member Zach Moser came in on behalf of the hospital and Healthy Denton County, which are forming a committee which plans on applying for a grant to cover a new ambulance and radios. They would like a commissioner to be on the committee to help represent the county. Further, the commission is seeking bids for grader blades and culverts, with grader blade bids due to open at 10 o'clock in the morning on June 1st and culvert bids due at 10:30 in the morning on June 1st. The next meeting of the Denton County Commission will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Warmer weather usually means an increase in outside projects that may require digging or excavation work. With April being Safe Digging Month, remember that if you are building a deck, planting a tree, or completing a large project, Missouri law requires anyone digging underground to notify Missouri 811. Always remember to place your locate request at least 3 working days before you dig. State and federal holidays are not considered a working day. Call 811 or place a locate request online at Missouri-811.org. before any excavation begins. Requests can be made at no cost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The call will be taken by the Missouri 811 call center, which then notifies all relevant utilities in the project area. Once Missouri 811 is notified, utility companies will mark the approximate location of their underground lines, request additional information, or advise you that they do not have facilities at the excavation site. Wait 3 days until a professional locator comes out to mark natural gas, electric, water, sewer, telephone, and cable lines. The approximate location of buried lines will be marked with paint or flags so you can avoid them. Each utility type corresponds to a specific color of paint or flag, and all must be marked before you can dig. Once the site has been clearly marked, proceed with caution. Avoid digging within 18 to 24 inches of each utility mark if possible. It is important to use the appropriate tools to dig with care and follow safe digging practices. Hitting an underground line can cause serious injuries. It could disrupt service to you and other customers, and it could potentially result in fines and repair costs. According to a press release from Ameren, an increase in damage to the underground natural gas and electric facilities has been experienced. A significant driver of these incidents is customers hammering stakes into the ground without first having their underground utility lines properly located. Even after the facilities are marked, always dig by hand within the tolerance zone or approximate location of the marked facilities, 24 inches on either side of the marked line in Missouri. Contact Missouri 811 at 811 or go online at www.missouri-811.org to place a locate request before starting to dig so underground utility lines can be marked. For more information, please go to Missouri 811 at www.missouri-811.org. The Show Me Green sales tax holiday returns this spring from April 19th through April 25th, giving Missourians the opportunity to save money on select purchases while stimulating economic activity in the state. All Missouri cities, counties, and districts participate in the appliance sales tax holiday, according to Missouri Director of Revenue Trish Vincent. According to Missouri statute, state sales tax will be waived on qualifying Energy Star certified appliances, a certification which indicates that a product has been independently verified to meet strict standards. Clothes washers, dryers, dishwashers, air conditioners, and refrigerators with the Energy Star certification are just some of the items that are exempt from state sales tax on the first $1,500 of each appliance purchased. For more information, visit the Department of Revenue website at dor.mo.gov and search Show Me Green Sales Tax Holiday. The City of Salem will have 2 fire hydrant services and repair crews out across town beginning near the City Administration Building and moving east. Crew members will be inspecting, servicing, and painting a total of 60 hydrants and shut-off valves, along with logging conditions and completing necessary flushing. During the process, residents may notice brief water turbidity. Watch for crews in high-visibility gear and their clearly marked trucks and trailers around town. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. If you'd like more information from SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus has degree plans that are affordable and designed to fit your busy lifestyle. SBU is now offering degrees in emergency medical technology, health sciences, and many more. SBU Salem campus is a Christ-centered, caring academic community preparing students to be servant leaders in a global society. Contact us at 573-729-7071 to change your future today.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Baseball Tigers SCA conference game with Willow Springs Thursday was postponed and rescheduled for Thursday, May 7th at 4:30 at the SHS Baseball Field Complex. The Salem Ladies Softball Tigers SCA conference game with Thayer Thursday was also postponed and has been rescheduled for Tuesday, April 28th at 4:30. The Salem Tennis Tigers match with Licking Thursday was postponed due to impending weather, and no makeup date has been set. The Tigers will participate in the Rolla High School Central Missouri Classic today in Rolla. The Tennis Tigers are 7-2 on the year, entering the Classic. At the St. James Tigers Golf Invitational held Wednesday in St. James, Aiden Summers shot an 81, securing third place in the individual scoring. The Salem Tiger golf team finished fourth overall out of 8 teams with a score of 378. Other Salem individual player scores were Brayson Hampton, who finished with a 95, Daniel Black, who ended up shooting a 98, and Ben Owen and Walker Smith each shot a 104. St. James won the Invitational with a team score of 363, followed by Sullivan, who shot 369, while St. Clair took third place with a score of 375. Salem will be heading to Houston on Tuesday to play in the Houston Open starting at 4 o'clock. The Salem High School boys and girls track teams will participate in the Owensville Relay starting at 3:30 today. The Cardinals will begin a 6-game road trip today in Houston facing the Astros. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio with coverage set to begin at 6:15 this evening. Live coverage of the series will continue on KSMO tomorrow afternoon at 5:15 and Sunday at 12:15 or immediately following the First Baptist Church services. St. Louis Blues finished their season on a high note, scoring at least 5 goals in their last 4 games and defeating the Utah Mammoth last night 5-3. Robert Thomas netted 3 goals for the hat trick as the Blues end the season with a 37, 33, and 12 record. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Net Sports Report is from the Missouri Department of Mental Health, reminding you that healthy fans enjoy the game, not the gamble. If gambling becomes a problem, call or text 988 or 888-PETS-OFF.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Royals were walked off and swept by the Tigers 10-9. Salvador Perez went 2 for 4 with a homer and 4 RBIs, a 3-run homer in a 6th-run 7th. Manager Matt Quattrero.
There were a lot of positives offensively today. Obviously the big inning, but we chipped away earlier than that. Got it back to 6-2 and adding on the extra run. But yeah, I mean, there were great at-bats throughout that 7th inning.
Vinny Pasquantino also homered. Good to see the 3-4 hitters coming around.
The insurance run from Vinny, big swing of the bat there in the top of the 9th, but obviously it didn't work out. You got to give them credit. They battled a lot of good at-bats, and they beat us.
Yeah, Detroit scored 3 times in the 9th inning. Lucas Urseg charged with his first loss in blown save. The Royals are now 7-12. They visit the New York Yankees tonight. The Cardinals open a series in Houston, and the Blues ended their season with a 4-game winning streak, a 5-3 win over the Utah Mammoth. Robert Thomas finished the year with a hat trick and 25 goals.
We didn't roll over and just give up the last bunch of games. Like you said, we went on a 4-game win streak to end the season, and something to hold their heads up to.
The Blues finished tied for 5th in the Central Division. The Mizzou Tigers bolstering their basketball roster with former Kansas forward Bryson Tiller. The freshman averaged 7.9 points and 6.1 rebounds in 35 games. Kansas City's City Council passed the ordinance to authorize the city manager to negotiate a term sheet and earmark $600 million towards a Royals downtown stadium at Washington Square Park. Soccer fans in St. Louis get a rare up-close look at the FIFA World Cup trophy today. It's at Westport Plaza from noon to 8. Follow me on X at Missouri Sports. I've got a link you can try to get free tickets to get up close to the trophy and take a photo. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Did you know your well-being isn't just about physical health? According to the Missouri Department of Mental Health, true wellness includes 8 dimensions: emotional, physical, financial, social, environmental, intellectual, spiritual, and occupational. Each one plays a role in how we think, feel, and function every day. When even one of these areas falls out of balance, it affects how you show up at work and in life. Financial stress can cloud your focus. A lack of social connection can weigh on mental health. Burnout on the job doesn't stay at work. It follows you home. That's why workplace well-being matters. It's not just about productivity or performance. It's about supporting the whole person behind the role. Simple steps can make a real difference. Encouraging connection, promoting healthy boundaries, and creating opportunities to learn and grow can strengthen all 8 dimensions over time. Because when people feel balanced, supported, and valued, everyone benefits. Learn more about building total well-being at dmh.mo.gov/wellness.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for a look at news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back in about 5 minutes for your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. A large part of the state will be under a flood watch later today and tonight due to predicted scattered storms. Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley is sponsoring a bill which would ban congressional members convicted of felony sex crimes from getting their federal pensions. The bill comes after 2 House lawmakers were accused of sexual misconduct. The Kansas City Council has approved an ordinance which would pave the way for a new baseball stadium for the Royals. Mayor Quentin Lucas.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Western Missouri's Knob Noster State Park Campground has reopened after renovations. Sites are now available for reservations. And warm, wet weather has encouraged an orange gooey fungus to start dripping from certain trees. Sarah Locke of the Missouri Department of Conservation says there have been a number of cedar rust reports.
It looks like orange jello.
The spores travel to apple, pear, or hawthorn trees, infecting fruit and leaves. Missouri Net News.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
At FCS Financial, we believe that lending should be more. More about relationships, more about opportunities, more about communities. And as a cooperative, FCS Financial's member owners expect more. For over a century, we've been giving just that. We're more than an ag lender, more than a rural home lender, and more than a crop insurance provider. We're a team of ag experts committed to seeing rural communities and agriculture grow while we provide the loans and insurance you need. We also live in your communities, attend the same events, and want to see our neighbors succeed. We're family, here to help and stand strong through whatever comes. Visit myfcsfinancial.com or call 800-444-3276 if you want more from your lender, an equal housing lender and an equal opportunity provider.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather forecast for today and through next Thursday. Today, we do have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms during the early afternoon. We'll be partly sunny with a high temperature near 82 degrees and winds will be out of the south at 13 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Tonight, we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after midnight. Some of the storms tonight could produce heavy rainfall, with new rainfall amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch being possible. Our chance of precipitation is 90%. Tonight's low temperature will be around 45 degrees with southerly winds 10 to 13 miles per hour. Those winds will become northwesterly after midnight tonight, and they could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, showers are likely, mainly before 7 a.m. Chance of precipitation Saturday morning is 60%, with new rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 inch being possible. Will be cloudy through mid-morning, then gradually skies will clear, and we should have a high temperature near 59 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 14 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. And early tomorrow morning, our wind chill value will be as low as 39 degrees. We could have some areas of frost Saturday night after 4 a.m., Otherwise, the night will be clear with low around 35 degrees and northwest winds will be 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming westerly after midnight. Winds Saturday night could gust as high as 21 miles per hour. Sunday, we could have some areas of frost up until around 8 a.m. Otherwise, Sunday will be sunny with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Then clear skies are forecasted for Sunday night with low around 41. Monday should be sunny with a high near 74 degrees. We'll have mostly clear skies Monday night with low around 48. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high temperature near 76. Tuesday night, we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 52 degrees. Then we'll be mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 79. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with low around 56 degrees, and Thursday we have a chance of showers in our forecast for Thursday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 80 degrees.
KSMO Salem